GOUND DEMURO is a famous YouTuber known for making car reviews. He has been making videos since 2013 and has more than 4 million subscribers. In 2020, he launched a platform called 𝘿𝙊𝙐𝙂 for buying and selling second-hand cars manufactured from the 1980s to 2020, that is, relatively modern and exotic cars. Since launching the auction website, 10,000 auctions have been held and a total of 230 million has been invoiced. In this video, we will see what this YouTuber has done to sell so many cars. GOUND DEMURO graduated in economics and after leaving university, he decided to work for the Porsche brand. He was in charge of logistics for distributing cars to various local dealerships. For a few years, GOUND DEMURO was very happy with his job and even had a Porsche as his company car. However, DEMURO's passion for cars went beyond this, and what he really wanted was to become a writer. In his free time, he became a freelancer and started writing for different car blogs. He did this for free at first, but gradually some blogs started paying him for each article he wrote. After 3 years of working for others, he decided to make a change and fully immerse himself in the world of writing about cars. His articles stood out because, unlike other writers, DEMURO always wrote entries that were a bit funnier with more of a sense of humor. And in the year 2013, a reader asked him if he had thought about making videos for YouTube. Let's remember that YouTube was not very well known at this time, it was just starting and no one was really making a living on the platform. DEMURO thought that it would simply be an addition to his professional career as a writer about cars and decided to make his first video in which he showed one of his cars. He didn't end up publishing that first video, but he realized that he could do it. He could film videos, understand how sound worked, and even how to upload it to YouTube. He gathered his courage and ended up filming and editing one of his videos. According to him, this video couldn't be mediocre because he knew he already had a few readers and would likely receive thousands of views, so he didn't want to disappoint these first followers. He finally published his video in December 2013 and the reception was quite good. 2 years went by and for DEMURO, YouTube was always secondary, focusing on his writing career. He even wrote several books about cars, and since he already had quite a few readers from the websites where he wrote, these books sold quite well. But in 2015, he began to realize that he was getting more views on his YouTube videos than on his articles, so he decided to focus more on his channel. In 2016, he made some changes that caused his channel to take off. He focused on his well-known review videos, where he would show a car and explain its features, its year, and even give extra information. He was able to provide information that other channels were not providing. He also decided to make 2 videos a week for more consistency, and the growth was spectacular. And let's understand that this was a great move. Let's think that he had already been doing car reviews for several years. He had gained great authority in the industry and many people trusted his opinion. And now before explaining why this was a spectacular move, let's see the main features that a car auction platform like the one DEMURO set up must have. Firstly, it must have enough interested sellers and buyers of cars. Platforms of this kind usually end up having only 1 or 2 winners, as many businesses cannot compete because people do not want to put their car for sale in many places. They usually choose the platform with the most potential buyers. And in this second point, he has more than 4 million subscribers and constant traffic that can attract not only sellers but also buyers. And also on his website, if you put a car up for sale, they don't allow you to put it on other platforms. Therefore, he is increasingly gaining more network effects. Point number 2, you have to sell a high-value product to capture enough in between. That is, if you sell second-hand cups, it is likely that you cannot get enough commission every time a transaction is made to sustain the business. On the other hand, if you sell cars that have an average price of $30,000 to $40,000, you can capture a sufficient commission to make the business worthwhile. Cars and Bids takes a 4.5% commission every time an auction ends. Point number 3 is that the platform should provide something more than just contact. For example, Airbnb provides insurance, Uber has a rating system. Cars and Bids not only provides contact but also has a team trained by DEMURO, experts in cars who create free car specifications for you when you put your car up for sale and it's accepted. This allows buyers to have all the necessary information before making a purchase. Because of all these characteristics, this platform has quickly received a lot of traffic and a lot of sales. And as we said at the beginning of this video, they have sold more than 10,000 auctions for a value of 230 million. And that's why in January 2023, they recently obtained a 37 million investment round from the 𝘾𝙖𝙧𝙨 Group. And basically, he said that he was investing in part because GOUND DEMURO is one of the most respected figures in the world of cars. In this deal, both DEMURO's YouTube channel and the 𝘿𝙊𝙐𝙂 platform are combined. And this, for me, is a brutal story of how a YouTuber has managed to create a business valued probably at more than 50 million, and in the future, I think it could even be worth more than 500. And before we move on to the main lessons, let me tell you that if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll have the same fortune as GOUND DEMURO. If you don't subscribe, well, you'll have bad luck. I'm kidding, but seriously, subscribe. Between jokes, there's some truth hidden there. Now let's go for the main lessons. Number 1 is from content to commerce. We are seeing that content creators or niche-specific content blogs, such as those about cars or watches, can easily transition into e-commerce or a platform of this style. Lesson number 2 is trust and authority, and this is earned over time by doing things right. In DEMURO's case, it is clear that he has done this. He has been very consistent and has always conveyed trust in his videos. And finally, choosing a good monetization path. DEMURO could have done many things. He could have opened a dealership or a bar with a car theme, but choosing the auction platform I think has been a key point. Therefore, if you are a content creator or have a blog, don't rush to choose a business. It is much better to wait until you find the one that makes the most sense. That's it for this case. Subscribe to the channel. I assure you that every day we are sending tremendous value. And if you are new, I recommend that you take a look at my other videos.